MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the St. Louis Cardinals. Stay tuned for Cardinals baseball next. Bob Gibson will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
So stepping in is Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we're underway in St. Louis. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest three-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. That's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Up top, it's 2-0. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with it.
Throw in time at first for route number 2.
That is cold.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Matty, I'm a little concerned with the play of Trey Turner. He's only picked up 1 hit in this series, and I know this. I expect a lot more from him, and I think he expects more of himself, too. This could be the game that gets him going, though. A lot of times when these guys take overs, look out. They're just about to catch fire.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero. As we'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Paulo Espino, the Panamanian right-hander, will get the nod here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in his last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen. He took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
And now, Ozzie Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ozzie.
From the stretch. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Into the box, Lou Brock. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. First pitch on the way. A pitch out. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or 2 in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
1 out, nobody on. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Bell brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting third.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one.
So now to the plate, Michael Lee, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. Throw on to Bell at first, and his side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Fouled away. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Here now the 2-2. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Over to first, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire.
He's set, and the pitch. The 0-2 home.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 0-2 once more.
Yep, that ball went out.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
The catcher, Yadier.
At the plate now, Yadier Molina. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2. Count full.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hops this one up. Bell in foul ground, 2 down.
Batting fifth.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
To the plate now, Stan Musial.
Ball one.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
Ball one,
Try
no
to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-0.
Aye.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Redbirds down quietly. Will move to the third with no score. So here's Starlin Castro. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
That's a ball.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he chases after
2
ball
balls,
3,
1 strike.
and instead it's 2-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. And it's fouled away. Avila playing here in his age 34 season. He was a 5th round pick during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Paulo Espino, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. The windup and the 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
The 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Arenado, the former Colorado Rocky. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter. Instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
That brings in Tommy Edman. as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 home.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
3-2.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Bob Gibson.
So here now's the pitcher, Bob Gibson. First pitch on its way.
Hey.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Harrison's got it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Trey Turner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Josh Harrison stands in. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is taken in for the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Now to bat, Vladimir Guerrero. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And the pitch. And a big swing and miss, and Vlad not holding back there, falls behind 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt, try and get a swing and a miss.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now at the plate, Ozzie Smith is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Therefore, it is Guerrero, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Next to dig in, Lou Brock. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Into the box now, Michael Lee, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Brock, base runner at first with 1 out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-1 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark.
And stepping in, Mark McGuire. He singled first time up. From the stretch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. It's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. He waits. Now the pitch. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cardinals through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Juan Soto is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
And the count will be full. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So now here is Josh Bell, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he takes ball 1. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch, and this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This is pulled into right. No one can make a play, and the first Nationals hit is going to be extra bases. The relay, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had two all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Here's Starlin Castro. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Washington leads this one 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now into the box, Yadier Molina leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
Pitch on the way. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Stan Musial. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And it's 1-1 to Stan the man. One out, nobody on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Hit back up the middle. Gloved by Harrison. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
At the plate now is Tommy Edman, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Harrison onto the grass. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Cards leave one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. All set for the start of the inning, and the next to bat will be the left-handed hitting catcher Alex Avila.
Alex Avila.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he can rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Stepping in now, Paulo Espino.
Ball one.
And that misses for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now. He's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Nationals gone in order, but they lead it 1-0. Ready now is Bob Gibson, grounded out in his last at-bat.
No pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Now here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1. Here it is. 1 and 2 now. Here's the pitch. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes The hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And Avila will make the catch there for out number 1. So the next to bat will be Ozzie Smith. He flew out in his last debut.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
This is on the ground over to first. Bell scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Next up is Lou Brock. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Bell picks it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in now for the Nats, Josh Harrison. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, outside.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Smith is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
So next to hit is Vladimir Guerrero, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he's just rolling right now. And even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Juan Soto to the plate now. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Inside with the slider, 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball in.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate, where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
The 1-0 delivery. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Yeah, he's grinded this one out, and he's got a chance to get through 7 strong innings, Dan. That's got to light the bullpen up.
Yeah, and it does, Mark, because you sit out there in that bullpen, and once that starter gets through the 5th and through the 6th inning, the tension starts to calm a little bit out in that bullpen, where you only have to get 6 or 7 outs, not 8 or 9 outs. So a job well done so far.
3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in next, Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. To keep this a 1-run game, the pitch.
1-0.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
One and 1 to Schwarber. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Outside, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, it'll be Michael Lee.
Leading
They
off
could
for
use a
St.
spark
Louis,
from him here.
the right fielder, Michael Lee.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark McGuire.
Next to hit, Mark McGuire flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only one gone.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. One out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
In the box, Yadier Molina, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch. Little chopper back to the mound. And there are two away now.
The center fielder, number 6, Dan.
Striding in is Stan Musial. Potential tying run for him at third base. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
Is a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. One and 0. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. That's down low. It's ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Ball. Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Here's the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Musial is on his way home. And he will score as well. And the tide has officially changed now as they've taken a one-run lead.
The second baseman.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1-0, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Daniel Hudson takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. In now, Tommy Edman. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Three and 0 now.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Nats 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Bruce Sutter will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Matt Carpenter is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. In now for Washington, Starlin Castro, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Number 13, Starlin Castro.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Luis Garcia will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. First pitch on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Brock. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Number 88 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Nationals. Number 88.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball one. Outside, that's ball.
Wind up the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Smith is up with it, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and his side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-1. Luis Avilan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 70, Luis Avilan.
Gary Carter is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Pitching. Number 8, Gary Carter.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Carpenter.
Now a pitch on the way. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th.
Nope.
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0. Avilan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1.
I got 2-1 the count.
The 2-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Now to the plate, here is Lou Brock. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1. Gerald Vaughn takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 11, Gerald ball.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
That's 2-2. Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2 and 2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Popped him up. Smith has room in foul territory. 1 away.
Now back, second baseman,
Stepping in next, Josh Harrison, who grounded out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Popped up. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
now back, right fielder, Guerrero.
Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And now this crowd, announced at around 33,000, come to their feet. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the run is Brock. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Redbirds jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Bob Gibson earns his first win of the season as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Paulo Espino pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Gerald Vaughn wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.